Hello, Internet. We're back with some more hobby time on Risky Rollers. Just me hanging out, building Mr. Nightbringer for your viewing pleasure. Had a bit of a hiatus last week because the computer blew up, which is always a nice thing to have happen. So it's taken me a little bit to get that sorted out. I'd like to try to get the rest of the body built today, and then maybe we get time, have a bit of a chat about the put in the how we're going to go about deciding what to do with the base. Because I like to make the strict, the tactical rocks a little bit more in line with all the other stuff. So we're just going to hang out for a couple of hours and do some building, and put some music on in a sec so we can just kind of chill out. If you've got stuff that you're working on, jump in, chat, and let me know. Keep me company. I'll keep talking to myself because it's kind of what you have to do. But if you want to come and say hello and ask some questions and keep me on the board while I'm going around building my Nightbringer, that would be awesome. Thanks again to our sponsors, especially the hobby sponsors, OP Paints. He looks after our some of our best painted awards for the events, so go check out OP Paints. We've got two new redeem codes for Baron of Dice and Polymath Gaming, Polymath Tabletop as well. Go check them out in the description. And and thank you for hanging out. If you're seeing this online later, thanks for watching. Go and check out Discord and Risky Rollers events on Facebook. And if you like our events, you want to support us and come to some events, go to riskyrollers.com.au to buy tickets. I think that is most of the preamble ramble. Let me just get some tune skis back. We'll put this back on. And we'll pull that down a little bit. Let me just see, bear with me a sec while I get my phone, which is a bit rude, but just want to check to make sure that's not too loud for you, chat. do. Sounds all right. Let me know if the music's up too loud, chat. You can't hear me. All right. Swanky glasses that I've been instructed to use so I don't break my face while doing hobby time. How's your Saturday, chat? Been up to much? Look, we can turn the light. Look at that. I can't even see. All right. So where did we leave off? Okay, we'd done that. We'd finished that page. So we were doing the head cape by the looks of it. So that's come up nice now. You can see here the folds are basically blended together and they're nice and smooth, which is great. I think we can probably move on. Let's just check to see if there's any other gaps maybe that I've left. No, looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. All right. Put that there. Now we've got to work out which instruction we're up to. Actually, that can go over here. There you go. Out of the way. All right. Have we made it onto page 2, step 2? Look at me making it to 2A. $15 and $16. All right. Oh, where are we? The number's on the other side. $21. 16. That's the leg. The leg. 16's the leg. Yep. I realized too last video chat that I was using the bad clippers. The clippers that I was using, the spring had broken. So I've had to swap over to some older GW clippers, I believe they are. I was thinking about maybe giving Blades of Ultramar a try because I'm a dirty jumper meta chaser, and might hobby together some. I've got some really cool bits. Got some really cool bits for like some shields to make some cool like guys that look like Victrix Honor Guard or Deathwing Terminators or that kind of stuff. Oh, and I got some bits. Might be making a an alternative Primarch size model so that I can play with Lion and Gilliman and they don't look like Lion and Gilliman. I have to say, everybody's been killing it with the whip at the moment, which is awesome. Giving us plenty of stuff to put in the whip channel or on the desk. By the time I finish this Nightbringer, they're going to nerf Necrons in the next data slate anyway, so... But it's a cool project. It's a sick looking model. Not as fascinated by the new Eldar stuff as I thought I would be. The Vipers are cool, but I've got like 3 Vipers already, and the guns will be fine to just sort out. Oh yeah, that's 15, the keepy bit. Took a chunk out. You got DG Masterclass or Mid-Table Masterclass on Wednesday night. I'm looking forward to that too. That'd be cool. Trick with if you like me and you like using a hobby knife for cleaning up bits, try to scrape backwards. You're less likely, as in use a motion that's away from you. Tends to be a lot safer. Less likely for you to take off too much material. I think that's a connecting bit anyway. Where's that bit that I... And this bit here. Yeah, this bit here needs a file. All right. 15, 16. So little yellow bit I've got to try to aim for, which is, oh yeah, I see it, just there. So what bit? Oh, there's a little nook there. It sits in that, I guess, like that. Does it sit in the nook? Like that? Okay. Yeah, it's fairly easy. My handy dandy Maya extra thin. Then put that there for a sec, and then we'll put a bit on this bit, soften it up. Oop. Nearly dropped it. Oh yeah. Oh, I missed a bit. I have to clean that bit up. Yeah, I guess that goes in underneath the cloaky bit. Where's my better? 17. We're getting into the big numbers, chat. I'm not sure how much further I can count. 17, there we go. Getting to leg territory. Oh, come on, into my... Messed that bit up, didn't I? Go on Amazon. No affiliate link or anything like that, but you can get these cheap, one side flat, one side curved, fairly rough grade files, just in a kit, like 5 or so. They're quite good for just getting into those knobbly bits. No, it's a bit hard to look at in here. It's not as super inspiring. Actually, I might get for some of these bits my box of tricks over here. I have a pliers. I've got brushes. That'll do. Bit of some SMS course. Nice. All right. Where do we go? We're going. How does that work? So we've got this bit up here. So there's a knobbly bit. I see. Those knobbly bits then go in there like that. I think if we put glue in there. putting it. Bit like that. Give it a bit of a wiggle. It's nicely cool. 18. 19. 18. I was going to do this on Saturday, but I think Sunday's probably going to be a little bit harder for me to do on Sunday, so we'll do it today. Sometimes we'll do this on Saturday's chat. Sometimes we'll do this on a Sunday, depending on schedule or whatever else is going on. But I'll always try to put an announcement out like half an hour or so, just in case you're around and want to come hang out with me. Probably do things in front of the camera, hey? That'd be helpful. Like my kettle burn chat. Look at that. Don't stick your arm in over the top of a kettle while it's on. Goes on the top. Like oh, the knobbly bit goes. We're looking at it like this. This actually goes on top of the leg. Oh, 18. Oh, right. Right, okay. So that goes on like that. So this 18 is the front bit. I lost track. Oh, we're gonna have a seam down that side. So what we might do is put some sprue glue in that one. that sprigger. Don't want that. Don't want nice and clean full anyway. This bit. All right. I don't know if you can see just trying to get those two seams to melt a little bit together, form a bit of a ridge, and we can take it down, pull it down in a sec, and then you got this bit here. Just like that's there. Let that dry for a bit, I think. Go find 19 and start cleaning 19 and come back to that bit. 19 before, where was it? Over here. This track is way too funky for me. All right, that's better. we're going to be eligible for memberships pretty soon, chat. We'll have to YouTube memberships. You'll have to let us know what kind of membership perks you might like, more content. Start looking at what that might take. Sort out for you. Oh, nearly took that off too much. Alright, that's 19. How's 18 going? Okay. So what I want to do is come in with course. And we want to try to level that bit out. Now it'll be a little bit wet still, which is okay. So we just want to then we use a bit of Tamiya again to there we go. So now nice and flat. Tamiya will make that will melt, the acetone will melt all the filings in a this inner part looks okay. If I play with that inner part too much, it'll make it look weird. So I think we leave that inner part a little bit alone. We just clean up the this back bit. It's supposed to be flat. What is it called? Molecular something or other. That's okay. All right. 19. Can't see it. It's behind my head. 19. This one goes in this back side. Goes in. I see. I think while I got it in place, we'll do this side to me now. So that we know that that's the right bit. Probably leave that fairly well alone. This bit in here, haven't got any spare in there yet. the number of times I've shaken the tomato to get it like on the brush more and just bloody spilt it all over the table. Beautiful. See exactly. Yeah, I'm still not happy about that bit. Some of the outside just so this bit here. A bit of material there. Who's messaging me? Bloody people on Discord messaging me midstream. Hey. You're hobbying too? Good. The answer is yes, probably. I don't know whether I'll get there in time to well, we'll see if I have enough time to have a game, but yeah, I'll come down, even if it's just to pick up the stuff. No, you're all right. This is a chill stream. We're chilled out for this session, so I'm happy that somebody loves me and is talking to me on the internet. All right, 19 is in place. I think that looks... oh, nearly. Yeah, all right. Just gotta clean up this bit here. Like the other bits. Nice. Hobby knife, back the knife, not too hard, away from your fingers. Don't worry too much about it being rough either when you do this, because you can always go in with some tomato when it's plastic, and this excess stuff you can melt back in by just putting some tomato on top of it. The benefit of having plastic over resin is that sometimes you it's a lot easier to make the seams disappear. No, it's fine. Lucky I haven't needed it. I haven't had my own Nightbringer to play with the list anyway, so. What are you working on, sir? What's your hobby project for the desk today? What are you putting together? Are you actually painting or are you assembling? Painting chosen. Wow. Is Big Daddy Wad's backlog full, is it? Or you just feel like painting your own models? Number 20. Number 20. Nice. Yeah, poor Otto's commissioning services are getting popular now, aren't they? He's going to have to start upping his rates. I know sometimes his rate's 0, but yeah, I can understand time poor. This is why doing this new series is a good excuse for me, because I'm kind of making the time to do it. Who's the only the best in the business? Who's the is the chosen for you, or is the chosen for somebody else? Are you doing some Hurons Marauders or something like that, sir? I mean, it's very trader for you. It's like very chaos. It's, you know, the grass is greener on the other side of the lead, you know, the Legion. DJ's still doing really well, but I can imagine you're probably a bit sick of constant DG reps. Where does number 20 go? So if we hold the leg out like that, and this bit goes that way. Sorry. We did 19, didn't we? We stuck it on? Yeah. Wow, definitely doesn't go that way. That bit, look. So it sits like this. Like did I pick up the right bit? Or did I pick up 21? Did I make a boo-boo? I did make a boo-boo. See, I can't count. I stumbled at 20. I got all the way into double digits. And I got to number 20. And nearly ruined it. Feel unshackled by playing the list. 2 reps in. It's pretty damn. It's a very nice detachment. It's got a lot of tools. Hurons Marauders is the one where you do the leadership check and you can advance and charge and stuff, right? Are you doing the full double brick? One here, one with Huron, one with oh, that's Renegades, right? You're doing one with Huron, one with Fabius. We rectified the situation, chat, and we found a bit that goes in there. Ah, okay. It hooks. So this is an interesting bit. The under here, there's two grooves. And they actually hook in underneath this lip here, which is why it kind of looks a little bit funky. Get that wetted. Oh, the French Pyro list. Yeah, that's a very good one. What, you're not going to play Liam's list? Liam's list was pretty good. BSL's list. Yeah, they're great when you can find them. And when the actual instructions, you know, this one, there's the instructions, right? And it's just this one thin line that says glue here. It doesn't actually say that there's tabs on it and to glue in underneath the tabs. And yeah, there we go. Cool. All right, that means we can do 21. You don't subscribe to Termies? Man, I want Termies to be good. I would love for Termies to be good even in Blood Angels, but it's just kind of not. It just makes me sad. Oh, this bit goes under here. Ah, that's why I couldn't work it out before. So that bit goes in underneath that. So there's this bit here. Touch it. Oh, not quite right. Back into place. I like the concept, but I think you're getting less value from them when ACDC. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to say that I'm better than Liam VSL, but his list was very much, I want to come up with a cool list because I have to play, and it's kind of felt kind of singly. But I mean, when you Liam VSL, you can just play with that type of list and make it work. us mere mortals probably need a little bit more archetype play, I guess. And the AC/DC are quite good into the archetype play. Hydration check, chat. Drink your water. Yeah. Yeah, it's just got so much mission play that you can just basically sit there and get a 10-10 and kind of, it's fine. Like that? I think it's like that. Coconut water? Negative. You had me on the coconut water. I didn't want to waste the coconut water. That was like half the reason that I was helping you finish off the coconut water in Sydney. Yeah. I don't think that's a long-term prospect for me, coconut water. There we go. You know what? If coconut water didn't have so much sugar in it, then it would be fine. You would have me on board. But unfortunately, no, well, yeah. We knew it going in. I like to think of it more as covering our bases and splitting the difference than oversupply. I always hate these bits on a kit where you've got like these fiddly little bits that like stack up in together. It's always a bit of a Tetris puzzle to try to get the right bit in the right spot. So this, okay, 22, 23. All right, let's do 22 first. Because, you know, I learnt my lesson and I have to actually count. And then these bits are always hard to find where the connected nubbly bits went. They're so freaking tiny, and everything's like such a weird, like, it's almost like an optical illusion, and then they're hidden and you can't find them. There's no flat like angles where they stick out. Well, hopefully these connect then better a little bit, because you can see on the inside of this bit, it's got a whole bunch of connectors, and then on the inside of the cloak, hopefully it's just a matter of then playing, match the... Oh, there we go. Beautiful. So it is. So there's bits then on the inside there that you can match up. Hopefully they should align and then hide on the inside of the said oh, see, I lost again there. Yeah, there we go. So what I'm going to do while I found the seating position is get some glue in that sucker, so that started adhering on the inside like that. Squeeze. When you see the bubbles, that's a good sign, because you know that you're getting some melting, some plastic adhesion melt, which is good. And then on this, I'm assuming because there's nublets here, that some of this stuff is going to get covered. So I don't think I'm going to waste time too much trying to square off, like clean up these bits on the outside. I think as long as the inside is pretty clean, inside this bit in here, then I'm not going to be too worried about it, because I think there's parts that cover it on the outside. We'll put a bit of glue there and there though. Make sure that that's adhered. Can you tell Ozpost to bring me my Huron quicker? Yeah, I believe they have a form for that. So if you go to ozpost.com.au, you go to the customer section. There's a feedback sheet, and if you just type in, "My name is Tones and I want Huron quicker, please," then they'll definitely get onto that for you. I can say categorically, as a factual statement. $23. Here we go. The Huron, I have to say, the Huron model is pretty cool. Like, I know there's a lot, kind of a few internet memes about it, you know, some of the pieces and posing being kind of duplicate, like the way he's got his like hand out, you know, palm forward dealio, but it's a cool model. Are you using actual chosen kits, like chosen sculpts for your chosen, or you kit patching them, or what's your I know sometimes with the possessed and chosen, people like to kit bash them for all the, like, you know, mutations and weapon options and squiggly bits. Switched from loyalist. What loyalist faction were you back in the day? Tell us. Where does 23 attach to? Yeah. 15 the standard, kit bash 5, currently painting 5 from the old starter set. Nice. Yeah, some of those old models still hold up, which is cool. Yeah. Oh yeah, found it. Ultras. You were really loyalist. Going for the poster boys. What are you talking about? You're still like 20, aren't you? The DPs are cool. I really need to get back to finishing Lawrence's DP. I did one for primarily for the EC, but he wanted a neutral scheme for his a neutral scheme for his Demon Princes. So we've done one. I've done one that's kind of black and browns and silvers with a bit of purple shadow, and we've got a red one. I might do some funky colors. The second one, I haven't quite decided yet. Oh, music stopped. Do you have any musical styling preferences? Inspired by Hans Zimmer. What was that like? That's kind of cool. All right, something a bit more upbeat. Lord of the Rings lo-fi goes hard. Lord of the Rings lo-fi. All right. Let's have a look. I don't know whether this is quite what you were going for, but I found a Hobbit themed list. No, I've got I use a service called Upbeat, and it gives me yeah, it's cool. It gives a whole bunch of stuff. It's paid. It's not free, but it's got a nice range of content appropriate sounds and things and stuff. I do have a referral code, internet, if you're interested. But yeah, it's cool. So our hang on, let me put that back down so I can see what I'm looking at. We got to do 24. All right. So you like to do some Lord of the Rings lo-fi? I went to see the Return of the King when it came out as a third of 3 movie trilogy back to back. So they played all 3 movies back to back. And we watched it in one session, and it was a 12-hour marathon. And we watched it in a plaza here in Melbourne, or in the city, in the CBD, at Crown. And I was so full of cheeseburgers and crap sugar. By the time we got to the scene where the Hawks come and pick them up off the rocks, we thought the movie had finished, and we kind of started packing up. And there's a whole another like 40 minutes on top of that. And we were done. We're lying in the front of the movies, in the front of the theater. It's good fun though. Don't know if I could do it these days, like back to back to back, but it'd be kind of cool. Maybe we should do a Lord of the Rings and Warhammer marathon. We could do like an RTT and then have the movies playing, and then you know, 24. So on this side, so we're looking for that bit there. Oh, okay. So there's this tab here. And I think this kind of just cuts up like that, creates a hole. Does it actually? Yeah, so there is a gap. Just kind of like that. Okay, all right. Try that. You there twice? All right. If I over-organize it, you're in. This one's a bit tricky and needs a bit of holding, because otherwise it's only got a really weak spot to kind of connect to. Okay, so here you can see in here where the way it's sitting, there's just a smidgen gap. Maybe better to see there. And we're just going to try to line them up like that. Oh, I don't know if you can see. Trying to line that little bit up so that these that's the other problem with acetone, is that you get sticky bits on it. Hey, you are a gentleman and a scholar, sir. Thank you, Mr. Fish, for the $10. Saturday hangs love. Yes, 100%. We love some hobby time. Actually, I want to see those Chosen too. Put those pics of Chosen in in the whip section of the R Discord, and we'll whack it in next week's episode. I think that looks like 24. That's the cloak done. We nearly got the basing bit. Oh, we are. Right, we're at lightning time. So we've got to do. We've met. All right, Tony. You don't mind getting doxxed? I don't understand, as an instructional design piece, why it needs to be 2D. Like with section 1, section 2, 2D, A, B, C, D. You've almost bought the knight. I have almost bought the knight. We're getting to the bottom. We're getting to the bottom. Actually, I should put that over this side. And this guy can go over this side, like that, so that you can see which bit I'm up to. There we go. How are you, Al? You having a good Saturday? I've managed to count Al to 25. Are you happy for me? It was a struggle. I got it wrong a little bit. I mixed up 22 and 21 before. But we've made it all the way. We've graduated all the way to 25. I gotta think of something to do. I gotta think of something to do with the old Nightbringer, actually. I never had a. I got into Necrons later, so I never had a cast. Mine's a resin Nightbringer. The OG one, not this plastic kit, obviously. And by the way, just disclaimer: this is not a sponsored stream. This is just my kit. I paid for it with my own dollary dues, so this is not a GW sponsored gig or anything like that. Just thought you'd all like to mildly interested in me putting this together. So if we're like this, so then the lightning goes into there like that. Oh, I found it. All right. So I think that we've got this hole there where the lightning goes in, and then we've got that hole there where this Lego piece strut goes into that bit there, and that bit there. All right. So let's sit that there like that. Well, it's not great to hear. It's not the best, but hopefully we can cheer you up with some internet shenanigans and banter. I love me a bit of couch time. Couch time is the best time. I actually got to been meaning to sit down and watch the new Jujutsu Kaisen season with some couch time. Maybe a bit later tonight. But I've been remiss on catching up on all my anime. Your backlog of Tyranids getting finished is getting pretty impressive, sir. It's been a staple of our weekly whip pictures is the updates on all the Tyranids. It's good to see that they're all getting done. There was a NIDS Manchester The third place player was a Tyranids Tunnel Snakes detachment from memory. Third or fourth, I think he was the one that David Galar beat, and Innes beat the other one. Uh, 25-26. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It gives me Bleach vibes, which is why I like it. I'm a old school. I remember when Bleach had to download episodes because Crunchyroll wasn't a thing, and yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen definitely gives me the shonen, Bleach vibes, which is kind of cool. What number was I doing? I've forgotten what I was in. 26. That's 27. That's 29. That's 26. Oh, it's only a little bit. Oh, it sticks the two pieces together. Okay, I see. Beautiful. Always gotta love it when there's only one knobbly bit. Don't have to do much cleaning. I do like how these new kits have a lot less. Missed a bit. These kits have a lot less mold line cleanup. Still quite a bit of like injection mold tags, but the mold lines are definitely so much better. I did the thing, chat. What did I do with 26? Aha. Nearly lost it. So that goes in there, and then that goes in there. Oh, look, I did it. I'm doing it, chat. I'm doing it. Yep. Yep. Cool. We've made it to 2E number 27. Which is this bit. I don't have to clean up that bottom bit too much, which is good. So it's just this nip bit at the top. Where did it go? If you like the video, press the buttons. That'll be good. You do this for your viewing pleasure, chat. So pressing the buttons is awesome. I'm thirsty. Hydration check. How long have we been going for, chat? We're going for an hour and a half. Jeez, we have. All right, sick. All right, where does 27 go? 27 goes. Like that. Okay. All right. Hey, Nath. How you doing, brother? What are you hobbying, sir? Hey, Reavers and Scourgeon prep for squad games. Nice. Squad games only a couple of weeks away. I guess you're playing Drukhari then, which shouldn't really be all that surprising, I guess, but yeah, nice, Al. Well, hit us up. You've got the club days. You should play the one of the RTTs too. Just for some giggles. They're not particularly for serious. Just more like a way to do some organized play for you all. Oh, that's kind of looking cool. We're looking cool. Small force of new me. Thought but forgot to type it. SOS question mark. Oh, cartel. Okay, nice. I think there's a couple of things, like especially for squad games. For a faction specialist, I think there's a few. There's definitely some detachments you can get some results out of, right? So yeah, it definitely, if that's your preference to play cartel, go for it. Witches always come back. Like, witches are always on and off, part of stuff. So even if you don't end up playing much spectacle or spite, then it's always good to have on the hobby pile. Yes, attention span of potato is definitely a factor, but that's why worst case you just get 3 games, which is great. A lot of bigs, Demons, Catan, yes. Well, I think we've got a data slate due next week or something like that, don't we? In the first week of March. So, you know, I might shift up a little bit. We've done 27. 28. Did I take off 28? No, cool. All right. You could play Spectacle for the RTT. Yep. For the RTTT, sorry. This brew's getting empty, chat. Yeah, I think the Hellions kind of are one of the key pieces in terms of output. I think the Witches definitely give you all of the mission play, especially with Lilith, because Lilith still slaps. But yeah, I think the Hellions are the thing that makes that detachment sing. Where does this bit go? Let's see if we can find it. There's a non-discriminate hole somewhere in this piece that this little bit needs to stick into. Where are we? This one. Yeah. No. All right, let's have a closer look at this. Oh, look, he stands up now. So it's this bit here. It looks like this is saying to stick it onto the edge of this bottom bit, which is this bit here. Oh yeah, there's a hole there. And then I guess it sits up. So it's kind of, so it sits up into here maybe. And big guys just seem to be incredibly boring. Stat check, 40,000 sucks. Yeah, look, well, Invasion Fleet still does work, especially in teams. Tony can tell you about his Invasion Fleet experience, but it's one of those skill cap armies that it does take reps, unfortunately. Like, you're not going to be able to just walk into it. Work out where this goes from the bottom. Is it actually glued? Hang on, I'm going to lift this up. You can't see it yet. Yeah, it is. It goes... Aha! Found it. Alright. Now I found it. I'm going to hold it in place and glue it. Whoop! Nearly dropped it. Beautiful. Alright. Found it. We found this bit here. Which then plonked it into place. Which is nice. Good bit of weight's not going to hurt it. Trading resources points for board position. Yeah, pretty much. Ah! Oh, this tiny little winky bit. Yep, I just said winky on the internet. But it's not what you think it is. That's what she said. Wow, that guy hold those panpipes for a long time in that song. I was like, did the music stall out? Or is he just... So there's a bit here somewhere. Is it upside? Jeez, how the hell? So, alright. So it's that way around. And it's one bit, two bits. One bit, two bit. There's a little holy bit there. I found it. Yeah, you know what helps range too? I'm looking at range. Being able to count. Given that I messed that up today already. There we go. Gotcha. No wonder I'm thirsty, chat. Let me go for a fair while. Making progress. All right. Hydration check. So we have our lightning bottom. The last thing we got to do is put some scabberonis. Is there another? Oh, there's some more scabberoni bits. Okay, on this side. Cool. All right. We're nearly done, chat. Well, we're nearly done with the model part. We then have to do a base design, I guess. So this is 30. We have officially one bit on the sprue left, chat. Oh, yeah. So, we're facing that way. Then these bits go this way around. Yeah, like this. We got to work out how these attach to the bottom. So they do actually, yeah, they do actually attach to the bottom. Oh, okay. So there's the smallest little cutout bit. Smallest little cutout bit you can see there. And that goes into the smallest little cutout bit that you can see in the end of the tactical rocks. So we're going to try to get that first. Which is like that. Okay. Line up. Something like that. And then up here, there's a bit at the end that touches some scarabs. Okay, so let me just quickly, while they're touching, get in there with a bit of glue. Just a bit of little tappy, just so that we get some reaction out of the acetone. Haha. Look at that. Here we go. It's nearly there. It wants to touch the top bit first and then put the last scribblies. Then put the last scribblies on. Okay. Alright. So here's our top bit, chat. So see where all those bits are going to line up. Now, whoop, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this sprue. He's a cutie. He's a cutie. I'm going to sprue through this because I want to make sure that. Now, that was a very generous amount of sprue. But given that this is the middle joint, I want to make sure that we can position it well. There we go. Right there. You can see where that bit on the inside there is closed up. So we go in, make sure that joint's moist. It'll help that sprue go on the inside. Just apply pressure until you see that, again, the seam This is some upbeat Hobbit music. Now, got to give it a bit of a squeeze. A little bit of movement helps the acetone have the two sides connect and melt. What happens is the melting happens as it dries, as the acetone evaporates. So squeezing it gives it the acetone an ability to evaporate from the joint, which gives you the melting bit. That one over there is intentional. Oh, back up. A little bit more. So I'm just going to give it a squeeze. When I was a kid, my old man tried to get me into model planes. I'd try glue all the bits at once and then hold them like that. Then I'd get stuck to the model and destroy it, trying to free myself. Yeah, luckily this is not super glue, and you can't stick your hands to the. You can't stick your hands to it. Stand up by itself. Oh, just about. I remember the first big model I tried to put together myself with super glue, and it was pewter, and it was a slan on Pelican from Fantasy when they were lizard men, and because it's got like 4 dudes that are holding up like the rods, you know, so you got like, you know, 4 dudes holding up the Pelican like this, right? And there's no way to get them. They don't, because they're heavy. They don't slot together. So you're gonna like glue them all, and then like holding them all like this, and then all your fingers getting stuck to all the lizardmen trying to hold up the Pelican. How's that adherence going? A little bit more. Got a bit of spring to it, so we just need to. There we go. See in there, there's the seam, spring seam that we get from the sprue glue and melting it. This is great great content here, by the way, watching me hold this together. Give it a bit of a squeeze. That bit. That way, maybe. Tried super gluing a 3D printed Ravager. Yeah, how did that go? Is it still stuck together? Misaligned them and couldn't fit them on the stand. Yeah. You know what's really good for super glue and resin? The freezer. Put it in the freezer, and then you'll be able to the temperature screws with the super glue, and you should be able to break it apart. Not what you want to do necessarily, but you know. That's better. That's good. Got a nice join. What a pose. What a pose. Rawr. You gotta make raw noises with your models when you're finishing doing it. Rawr. 3D printed Dark Elder in general sounds like a pretty unfortunate experience. Yeah. A lot of things that can warp in the 3D printing process. We're on to officially the last bit, chat. And then we might have a quick... Well, we'll stick this. So this is the good bit. When you take the sprue, right, you've confirmed there's nothing left of it. You give it a bit of a... Yeah. Rubbish for next time. So I can turn around and step on it on the floor later. Beauty of playing Naughty Maroons is you can lose it. And it looks like it's meant to be. Yeah. Yep. So these ones are sticking out from his scarf. The top scarf? No, this scarf. This one. They're going this way. It's the lightning. There. Okay. Oh, what's the rotation like? A bit of a nubbly bit. Orientation do they go? Pretty much go flat. Yeah, okay. Oh, there's a third bit behind. So let's get that front side stuck in. How's that supposed to sit on the back? And with that chat, we have a Nightbringer. Sans base. Raw. I think what we're going to do is take advantage of the lightning on the base, because he's not really touching the ground, right? So I think what we'll do, we got our base here. So it goes on something like that, right? I think what we're going to do is take advantage of the fact that there's this crevasse to give it a bit of height. So like that, you can imagine. So this is a base I've started for another project, but you can imagine, you know, making a bit of a chasm on a ledge that kind of sits on two sides of. I think that kind of looks pretty cool. There we go. Oh, lovely. Already been bought. You mean the Nightbringer? Hardly knew her. That is a terrible shot, chat. There we go. Given that we're just starting to hit the two, just about under the 2 hour mark, we might start the base construction next time. It's a good segue, good cut place. We can probably turn that off a little bit. Oh, there we go. Yeah. And once we can do some base design, have a chat about base design. Have a look at what we might, some tactical cork. Actually, I've got hang on one sec. We've got some if you like your custom basing, get yourself a bag. I think Amazon do these. They're pet friendly treated bark pieces. So you can use it like a combination of like flat cork and bark pieces to get your height. And it's kind of broken up and treated so it's pet safe, which means that you don't have to do the cooking that you have to normally do if you take cork from the garden. Got to make sure you debug it. Don't have creepy crawlies inside your models. I reckon I probably got spare. I reckon I probably got spare scarabs too. I can do some some extra scarabby bases and stuff. What if your army is all creepy crawlies though? I mean, yeah. I mean, the thing is with scarabs is that you used to be able to have units of 9. Now you can only have units of 6. So I have like a third more scarabs than I can actually put on the table. And they're fairly cheap. Even if I need more, I can generally get them pretty easily secondhand. So not super worried about that. Got to get one of these. Hang on, where is it? Let me. We'll show it for next time, but gotta get one of those plush power fists that got advertised on Warcom. They look pretty cool. All right, well, I think that'll do us for today's installment, Chatteroni. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for chatting away and keeping me entertained. That 2 hours. Yes, I'm not going to say that on the internet because that's dangerous. But yes, Tones. I will definitely be presenting said hand in plushy glove of power to my friends. Press all the buttons if you like the video. It helps us out. Check out the sponsors. There's some new discount codes in the description for Polymath Tabletop and Baron of Dice. Baron of Dice have renewed us for another year, which is great. We're going to have some products from Polymath that we're using for squad games, so check that out. Yeah, we'll leave it there. Thank you guys in chat for hanging out, and we'll catch you next time. Let me just turn the music off maybe a bit. There we go. And yeah, catch you later. Bye.